In medicine, a digital heart twin is a virtual model of a patient's heart built from their own clinical data. Digital heart twins represent a powerful convergence of AI, data science, and medicine. They promise to deepen our understanding of heart disease, enable truly personalized cardiac care, and eventually transform how we diagnose and treat patients. Digital twins are detailed computer replicas of real-world systems. Friends, good day to everyone. Today in Breakthrough series, we'll explore about digital heart twins technology. Digital twins are detailed computer replicas of real-world system. In medicine, a digital heart twin is a virtual model of a patient's heart built from their own clinical data. These models merge imaging, physiology, and artificial intelligence to simulate the anatomy and function of a specific heart. In effect, they let doctors test treatments virtually before touching the patient. The idea comes from engineering. Just as aerospace engineers use mathematical models to predict a plane's performance, researchers now build mathematical heart models to predict cardiac performance. Recent research has taken digital heart twins to a new level. A landmark study in London created over 3,800 patient-specific digital hearts using data from the UK Biobank and hospital records. This is the first time so many individual heart models have been made and studied together. Such a large population of heart twins allows scientists to analyze how heart disease varies across different ages, genders, and lifestyles. For example, the models revealed that obesity and aging change the heart's electrical wiring, which may explain their link to heart risk. By simulating thousands of hearts, researchers gained unprecedented insight into cardiac health across the population. Digital heart twins are detailed computer simulation of an individual heart, built from medical scans and data. These studies show the promise of AI-driven heart models. Advances in machine learning have automated much of the work. AI algorithms can take a patient's MRI or CT scan and automatically segment the heart chambers and structures. Then, the computer builds a 3D mesh of the heart and assigns electrical and mechanical properties, making it 3D mathematical mesh, suitable for simulation. In effect, each digital twin is a personalized simulator that can beat and pump, just like the real heart. To create thousands of twins at once, researchers use high-throughput computing and clever shortcuts. For example, they train AI to mimic the time-consuming physics and simulations so that detailed results can be obtained much faster. One breakthrough from the twin studies was uncovering hidden patterns in the data. Traditional ECG readings often show differences between men's and women's hearts. The large digital heart study found that many of these ECG differences are due to size, not function. In other words, men's hearts tend to be larger, which affects the ECG. But when scaled for size, the electrical behavior is very similar in both sexes. This challenges old medical assumptions and suggests diagnosis could be improved by accounting for heart geometry. Overall, the heart twin research confirmed that factors like age and obesity have measurable effects on the heart's electrical properties. For instance, the models showed that as people age or gain weight, certain conduction speeds in the heart tissue change. By revealing these mechanisms, the twin study helps explain why older or obese patients have higher heart disease risk and may guide new treatments. Digital heart twins are not just research toys. They are already being tested for practical use. One example is in treating dangerous heart rhythms. A recent study used a patient's heart twin to locate scar tissue deep in the heart muscle that causes a fast, life-threatening rhythm. Traditionally, doctors have to map the heart with a tube a lengthy and invasive process. The digital twin provided a non-invasive map of potential problem areas before the procedure. In that study, the twin predicted about 80% of the actual targets surgeons found in real life. This kind of computer roadmap could make ablation procedures faster and more precise. By identifying the likely trouble spots ahead of time, twins may reduce procedure time, complications, and the number of times patients need repeated treatments. In general, clinicians envision using a patient's digital twin to simulate various scenarios. For example, doctors could test how the heart would respond to a new medication, a pacemaker, or a surgical correction. Because the model uses the patient's own heart anatomy and physiology, it can offer personalized predictions of benefit or risk. In heart disease, this could mean more tailored therapies and better outcomes. Researchers are already working to bring the technology into hospitals. In the UK, teams at Imperial College and King's College London are collaborating with the National Health Service, NHS, to develop cloud-based software. The idea is a seamless pipeline. Clinical staff upload a patient's heart scan and measurements to the cloud. An AI system then automatically builds the patient's digital twin and runs simulations, and the results are sent back to the clinicians. This could be integrated into routine care pathways for complex cardiac cases. For now, digital twins mainly assist in planning surgeries and procedures, but future versions may continuously update the model as new data arrives. One intriguing development is combining heart twins with wearable or implantable sensors. Researchers are exploring sensors that measure heart pressure, blood flow, or electrical activity in real time. These data streams could feed the digital twin, allowing it to update continuously as the patient's condition changes. In other words, the heart twin would become a living model, adapting to day-to-day variations in a person's heart. This could enable continuous monitoring and early warning of decompensation, much like a weather forecast for the heart. Another practical offshoot is 3D printing the digital heart. After a twin is built, the model can be sent to a 3D printer to create a physical heart replica. Surgeons and patients have found these printed hearts very helpful. A 3D printed model can be used for surgical planning. Doctors can literally practice on the model, and for patient education. Patients often better understand their condition when they can see and hold a replica of their own heart. As one researcher noted, transforming a complex computer model into something tangible makes the technology feel more real and understandable. The vision behind digital twin is part of a larger trend of healthcare digital twins. The same approach is being applied to other diseases. For example, the team that made heart twins is now working with Cancer Research UK to build digital tumor twins for brain cancer. They hope to improve targeting of chemotherapy or radiation in the same way by predicting which treatment will most effectively shrink a patient's tumor. Looking further ahead, experts imagine eventually building whole body twins. In the long term, a person's digital twin could include not just the heart but other organs, metabolism, and even lifestyle. This could allow doctors to personalize care across many dimensions, forecasting disease progressions, optimizing drug dosing, or even testing public health measures. While that is still science fiction for now, the work on heart twins is an important step in that direction. Digital heart twins offer several potential benefits to society and patients. Personalized medicine. By modeling individual hearts, treatments can be tailored. This could lead to safer surgeries, better device settings, example, pacemakers, and more effective drugs for each patient. Addressing healthcare gaps. The heart studies have highlighted gender biases in medicine. For decades, women have been underrepresented in trials, leading to uncertainty about how well therapies work for them. Digital twins can help fill that gap by simulating female hearts specifically. Researchers say their twins will help better understand how therapies might work in groups that were underrepresented, particularly women. In this way, twins could make care more equitable. Education and innovation. Having a library of thousands of heart models enables researchers to discover new patterns and drug targets. It also provides an education resource, virtual patients for doctors in training, or test beds for new medical devices. However, there are important considerations. Digital twins rely on large amounts of personal data and complex computing. Ensuring patient privacy and informed consent is critical. Ethical guidelines emphasize that individuals must consent to how their medical data are used in creating twins. Moreover, the high cost and technical complexity of creating a digital twin means this approach could be expensive. Without careful planning, it might benefit only wealthier healthcare systems, widening the health gap. Broad, inclusive data collection and cloud-based solutions may help mitigate these issues, but they remain active challenges. Digital heart twins are still an emerging technology, but progress has been rapid. In just a few years, teams have gone from single patient models to thousands at scale. Ongoing advances in AI, cloud computing, and biomedical imaging will make twins more accurate and accessible. As one researcher noted, future tech like 5G and advanced sensors could allow real-time updates to a living digital twin. Collaboration among engineers, doctors, patients, and regulators will be key to ensure twins serve public health responsibly. In summary, digital heart twins represent a powerful convergence of AI, data science, and medicine. They promise to deepen our understanding of heart disease, enable truly personalized cardiac care, and eventually transform how we diagnose and treat patients. For the general public, this means a future where a doctor can hold a virtual model of your own heart in the computer, predict what it will do under stress, and choose the best therapy in advance, potentially saving time, money, and lives. Thank you.